significant, but 7.5, Mark Lunney, that's me. Jam intro and details, so I'll go over what the jam is. If you haven't really said anything about it yet, so you're probably not sure what's going on, but hopefully by the end of my talk, it'll all be clear. At 8, we've got dinner from the Hummus Brothers, who are really great. I don't know if you'll like hummus. If not, we also have a pizza alternative, and there will be snacks at the back. And we'll do team forming, which I'll explain in a bit more detail. So if you're a bit worried about not having anyone to work with, hopefully we'll be able to sort it out, because we have some ideas. And there'll be more drinks and food. So tomorrow we'll be getting in at 10 AM, and we'll be serving breakfast, and spend the first half an hour just thinking and talk to your team, thinking of ideas for your apps. We're looking to start around 10:30. I should point out that we're not here overnight, so if anyone's thinking of staying, is anyone thinking of staying, by the way? I think I should get one person asked. But no, we're not allowed in the venue overnight, but please feel free to think about your ideas. If you want to start putting bits together, then that's fine, but officially we're not starting until tomorrow. And then we'll be working all day. We'll have lunch and coffee provided. At 6 PM, we'll put together a little presentation for your app. But it'll be quite casual, we'll just be downstairs in the cafe, so don't worry too much about it. And then we'll pick a winner and give prizes to the winning teams, which I'll talk more about later as well. So what are we actually making? So we've kept this a surprise till now. So the things we have decided here are suggestions. So if you've already got an idea about an app you want to make, then that's absolutely fine. But if you're not sure at all, then have a think about these. The idea is that we want it to be in the same kind of vein of the event, so helping designers and developers work together, and also networking amongst women in tech because of the GDG women we have. So theme 1 is creating an app that will encourage networking amongst women in tech in London. You can take that as you like. If you want to make any kind of app that's helping women in tech in any way, that would be really good. And that's probably option number 1, because that will keep Google very happy if we're helping that, because they're pretty big on women in tech at the moment. Theme 2, this came from the girls at Vintage Talk actually, an app that will help devs be involved in design decisions from the start of the project, and or help designers to be more involved in development processes. So if any of you have worked in agencies with designers and developers, you'll know that sometimes it's a bit of a step-by-step process. You'll have the designers and then developers, they don't work too closely together. So if you think of tools that will help them work together better, that would be amazing. And theme 3 is quite a short one, but you can adapt it in any way you like, and that's to devise a solution to encourage idea generation. So this is the start of the process, creating tools. I'm sure you'll have amazing ideas for all of them. And like I say, if you have something completely different to any of them, that is okay. We won't penalise you in any way, but try and keep it in the vein of the event. So a few more details. Even though with the Google Developer Group, we aren't going to be just looking at the Google platform. So I think because the developers here are probably more interested in Android than anything else, that will probably be the most popular choice, but it's completely up to your team. If you have iOS developers, that would be okay too. And although we're throwing the word app around, I don't want you to think that we're just looking at mobile apps. If you want to make websites or a Chrome app or anything like that, that's fine too. The most important thing is that we'll be judging projects 50-50 on the design and development sides, so you really need both in your app for it to have a chance of winning. On the design side, what you really want to think about is the creativity. So it's all good and well following design guidelines and making it perfect, but what we really want to see is a design that enhances the app and does something that you don't often see, and that would be really cool. On the development side, is probably the most impressive things. Accelerometer, GPS, things like that are always going to look cool in presentations. And it really does have to work. We aren't just looking for a slideshow of what the app could be. We want to see something functional that could not necessarily be finished, but could go on to be released as an app. And use any software libraries or assets to help you. So we appreciate that we only have about 8 or so hours tomorrow, so it's not much time. If there's anything you've already made that you can use to help, we prefer you to make a new project and not just take a project you started before. It would be better if you started from scratch tomorrow, but if you want to just take bits of projects, that's going to be really good, just to speed your process up. And you will need to present your app at the end of the day. Don't spend too long on this. It doesn't need to be a professional presentation, but if you want to put together a few slides to help get your idea across, that could help your chances of winning. So what can we win? So we've got these Google Prize bags, which will be full of Google goodies. It'll be a bit of a surprise what they are. They're all Google-themed things that we think you'll like if you're a Google fan. Also, we have, this is the very first event that we're giving away the GG commendation badges. If you go to this site at the bottom, gg.co.uk/achievements, you can find out more about this. It's a scheme we've got where you can win badges for doing various things like visiting multiple events or different cities around the UK. And one of them is a hackathon badge, so that's why we're giving it away here today. It's the very first chance to have to win this. The team format. So, a bare minimum, you need one designer, one developer in each team. If you want to work on your own, that's okay, but you won't really have a chance of winning, because what we really want to see is developers and designers working together. We'd recommend that you have 2 designers and 3 developers, or 2 and 2, or 3 and 3. It's up to you, but just to get more people involved would probably give you a better chance of winning. We don't have a maximum, but there's only 5 prizes, so if you have a team of 6, you'll have to fight over the prizes. So tonight will be team forming time. So when you came in, we gave you a red pen if you're a designer, or a blue pen if you're a developer. So the idea is this evening you can look at people's name tags and find, if you're a developer, find designers to work with, and vice versa. If you think you've got the wrong tag, if you're a developer with a red tag, then you've got the wrong one. So please get that changed, otherwise it might get confusing. If you don't have a tag, there's more left over back, so please get one. And you might have seen the posters on the blackboard. The idea is that when you found team members, you can put your post-it notes on the team board. If you've not found anyone yet, you can also just put your ideas up there, and then other people can have a look. And if you see an idea you like, find that person and join their team. And we don't need to worry too much about finding a team tonight. If you need to head off or you just don't find anyone, we'll randomly assign you a team. Well, not randomly, we'll think about the best team to assign you to overnight. And then when you come in tomorrow, everyone will have a team. And if you're not happy with your team, obviously you can switch, just let us know. And that's all I can think of, but if there's any questions,